Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Donna Villa coming to you from Chicago, USA. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has slammed abortion and euthanasia, saying that today's throwaway culture leads to the killing of innocent babies and discarding the elderly. The Holy Father made this comment during a meeting with members of the Pontifical Academy for Life at the Vatican on September 27. His Holiness said abortion laws have become means to discard children who are not welcome, adding that they are sent to dispatchers who kill them instantly, lamenting that the, quote, ugly practice, end quote, of abortion has become normal. The Pope said that abortion is indeed murder and made it clear that abortion is akin to hiring a hitman to solve a problem. Pope Francis also criticized the growing tendency to treat elderly people as, quote, waste material, end quote. Noting that they become victims of hidden euthanasia, Pope Francis reminded all the old people are, quote, roots of wisdom of our civilization, end quote. Hundreds of Maronite believers in Buenos Aires gathered at the Cathedral of St. Maron last Sunday to attend a Holy Mass offered in reparation for the desecration of the Holy Eucharist and relics at the church 2 days earlier. Thieves broke into the cathedral and pried open the tabernacle and scattered the sacred hosts before stealing the ciborium, crosses, chandeliers, and microphones. They also stole the relics of Lebanese Saint Charbel and Saint Rafka that are of great religious significance to the community. The reparatory Mass was offered by Bishop Juan Habib Shami, and it was attended by the nation's Chief of Staff, Juan Luis Mansour, who is of Lebanese origin, and Lebanese Ambassador Johnny Ibrahim. In his homily, Bishop Shami said that offering Holy Mass is the greatest way in which the reparation can be done for the sin of desecration. A prominent Christian activist was hacked to death in the northern Nigerian state of Kano in the wee hours of September 23rd. Rev Yohanna Shuaibu, the chair of the Christian Association of Nigeria, was killed in the Sumaila Local Government Area by a Muslim mob. The incident took place after a Muslim man renounced his faith, and his irate community members believed that he had converted to Christianity. Tensions arose when the man murdered his sister-in-law and surrendered to the police. A mob attacked the residence of Rev Shuaibu and reportedly hacked him with machetes. Fortunately, his wife and children managed to escape under the cover of darkness. Although police rushed Rev Shuaibu to the hospital, he succumbed to injuries. The mob also burned down his house, the church, and a Christian school. Over the years, northern Nigeria has been witnessing growing attacks on Christians by Islamist outfits as well as Muslim herdsmen. The church in the United States is observing the annual Respect Life Month in October, and this year the celebration will be centered on Saint Joseph, as this year is specially dedicated to the foster father of Jesus and the protector of the church. In a statement, Archbishop Joseph Naumann, the chairman of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops' Pro-Life Activities, said that Saint Joseph is the profound reminder of the call to welcome and defend God's precious gift of human life. The Archbishop said that believers are called to care for those God has entrusted them with, especially vulnerable mothers and children. He urged the faithful to follow in the footsteps of Saint Joseph by advocating against taxpayer-funded abortion that targets millions of poor children in the United States. Finally, the University of Nottingham has agreed to accept Father David Palmer as Catholic chaplain after initially blocking his appointment over the priest's tweets about abortion and euthanasia. The University Board of Directors has said that the priest can now assume duties after a revised procedure involving a one-year trial period was introduced for all chaplaincies. The authorities objected to his appointment, citing his Twitter posts on abortion and euthanasia. In one post, he criticized President Joe Biden of the U.S., saying he was promoting the slaughter of unborn babies. Earlier this month, university authorities said that the issue was not with his beliefs, but the way in which they were expressed. The Archbishop of Nottingham, the Most Reverend Patrick McKinney, has expressed pleasure over the new system in place at the university. The Catholic Charities of the Indian state of Mizoram are at the forefront of assisting refugees from neighboring Chin state in Myanmar, where fighting between ethnic militia and government troops is raging. According to Bishop Stephen Ratluwanga of Aizawl Diocese in Mizoram, more than 15,000 Myanmar refugees are currently living in the state. The Catholic Church and other Christian organizations such as Caritas India, Catholic Relief Services, the Young Mizo Association, and non-government organizations are providing emergency humanitarian assistance to the refugees, prioritizing food, shelter, and medicine. As Chins of Myanmar and Mizos of Mizoram are ethnically related and still maintain family ties, some refugees have sought shelter in their relatives' homes. Mizoram is one of India's 3 Christian majority states. Despite opposition from the church, the people of San Marino voted in favor of legalizing abortion in the tiny state located within Italy. On Sunday, September 26th, residents of San Marino took part in the referendum to change the 150-year-old law banning abortion. According to the Interior Ministry, 77% of voters said yes to legalizing abortion in the first 12 weeks of pregnancy and beyond in case there is a threat to the physical or psychological health of the mother or if the fetus has deformities. Formerly, abortion was a criminal offense, and the penalty was 3 years imprisonment for the woman who procured it and 6 years for the doctor. The Bishop of San Marino, Andrea Torazzi, had vehemently opposed the referendum in a statement saying that, quote, "Without ifs, ands, or buts, we are for welcoming of life," end quote. A California-based ministry with the support of the Diocese of Orange in the U.S., will organize a virtual 4-day summit on St. Joseph beginning on September 30th. More than 40 presenters will discuss the spiritual significance of Jesus' earthly father at the event. The virtual conference, which will go on until October 3rd, is hosted by Spirit-Filled Hearts Ministry, a Catholic apostolate dedicated to evangelization and spirituality in the Diocese of Orange. The diocese has also released a video promo of the summit, which points out that the summit's goal is to bring the saint closer to the people. The preview says that the saint can have a strong influence on one's spiritual life, and believers must foster a far better devotion to Saint Joseph, who is also the protector of the Universal Church. This is also part of the diocesan effort to honor the saint in the year dedicated to him. The Plenary Assembly of the Council of European Bishops' Conferences, or CCEE, has elected Archbishop Gintaras Krušas of Vilnius in Lithuania on September 25th as its new president. He succeeds Cardinal Angelo Bagnasco, who has been leading the CCEE since 2016. The bishops who met in Rome also elected Cardinal Jean-Claude Hollerich, Archbishop of Luxembourg, and Monsignor Ladislav Nemeth, President of the International Bishops' Conference of St. Cyril and Methodius in Belgrade, as the organization's vice presidents. Archbishop Krušas was born in Washington, D.C., to parents of Lithuanian descent, and he was very active in Lithuanian youth activities. He later moved to the home country of his parents, where he undertook priestly studies. Established in 1971, the CCEE is celebrating its Golden Jubilee this year. The organization is based in St. Gallen in Switzerland, and it has 39 members. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us tomorrow. In the meantime, you can visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.